Welcome back, I am Nidanoski, and this is Gordian Quest Episode 2. Now, if you like this, don't forget to let me know in the comments below, or by giving it a thumbs up. And of course, if you're new and you want to see more content like this, subscribe or check out the channel. We have a lot of deck building and RPGs on the channel. Let me know what you like, and we can look at entering it in. For now, though, let's continue with our Gordian Quest. Okay. So we've just dealt with those bandits. Now, this is actually per character that's on your team. Renown, I've already collected it with both of these heroes, so it's not going to really help us out that much. But this is basically the currency to give you small little boosts, up to 6 of these per character. Now, if you've been following along, I'm not going to talk too much about the story. Feel free to pause it as I go through this. I'll try to go through a little bit slower than I have been for those who are interested in reading it. But we're just mainly focused on our gameplay. Right now we're going to go deal with basically a war of two fronts. Now what this doesn't really go that into is whichever one of these I pick is going to be my first third character, and then the other one I'm not going to get a shot at. I was not going for dex, but both of these characters are typically dex heavy with a little strength offset. They don't really have a lot of int. Int is reserved for the cleric, for the mage, and a little bit for Ida, who's kind of a mishmash of everything. We could add a lot of siege turrets, and basically, siege turrets are like the pets, except a little bit stronger, but when they get destroyed, they blow up everything in their row and lane with a lot of damage, so there is some risk to that, but they typically tend to be pretty strong. For him, though, he can be very fast on the field, do a lot of damage. He's going to be somewhere in between Ida and Lucius. I'm going to go ahead and go for him. And the other one, we'll get a chance to recruit them later, but not now. Okay, so this is a wave battle. As we defeat the enemies, and they'll be somewhat easy to defeat early on, we're going to ultimately have enemies continue to come in the back row. So if we're playing with traps, that can be something to keep in mind. I'm going to do that so I can buff everyone with might. Going to do that, and then our parry goes up. Now, one thing to note is that you can see the ranger's going to target the back row. In this case, it's going to target Lucius. So if you see someone who's ranged, don't think that you're safe in the middle or back row. Okay. Now, let's get our bear out. We have beast affinity. And so, because this is going to be a longer battle, just due to the nature of it, I think we're going to get some good use out of that. Okay. Now, early on, when you first encounter this fight, you'll note that Lucius is only playing one card at a turn, and is really just fighting for himself. Once we get him on our team, he's going to stop acting like this garrison member, and start acting like a true party member. Let's get another parry on. And then I should have probably targeted one of these, but I'm okay with that. Okay, now, positive reinforcement. What do we want to upgrade? Let's grant that. And we can see it doesn't increase the damage, but it does, in fact, increase the bleed. Whoops. I always forget. Click the portrait. Now that only costs us the 1. Okay, now we have Predator Dexterity. I need to remember what that does. So as soon as I get to go again, I'm going to check it out. Yes, move around. Lucius always goes first. Or not Lucius, Alphonse. Okay. So deal +4 damage each time this unit plays an attack. Very decent. Let's increase might again. Gonna do retaliation, and because we're retaliating, I'm gonna move up to the front. Thorns is kind of like a currency. It's gonna go away eventually. I could place down a Spirit Hawk. I think I will. So it's basically just saying, and this goes with a lot of it, the next event that triggers it, ooh, he summons zombies, will deal however much damage. A lot of the abilities, like vulnerability, work that way. Ooh, 2 openings. Let's do that. Now let's get rid of you. So our parries are free. And then I do kind of want to deal with that. Let's... Oh, what's your mastered version? Just +5. You know what? I like the bleed. We're going to go with that. And then, of course, initiate our dodges. Okay, and our... Oh no, explosive. I hate when they turn explosive. They'll do damage to everything in the lane. Not my favorite. And because there's a new enemy back here, our Hawk isn't going to target the archer, but Alphonse did. Only the garrison person is there, but it still hurts. Let's go and take that down. We don't have enough for that. Well, let's go ahead and upgrade. We are going to do Predator. Healing Wisps receives bonus healing if done on our Spirit Link. But oh, that's right. I should have moved back to move the bear up one. And that is another advantage the Druid has over the Ranger. Is that the Ranger typically can't move the constructs, those turrets that they lay down. Yeah, we're going to want to move that bear because it has melee disadvantage. For now, though, oh, neither one is going to attack. That's okay. Let's go ahead and finish you off. Just moving these into position. And then you... Let's increase your claw. And you're going to cast Explosion. Which means we could lose our garrison member. That's a shame. And you can see it goes through to check to... Or make sure, I should say... Let's do that. If there are any available bonuses. Now you saw I couldn't defeat him. That was primarily because... Now let's do that. Oh well. For melee attacks, you have to attack the closest one. Let's do yours as well. Yeah, our garrison buddy didn't last. Don't attack my birdie. And it looked for whatever it could do. Come on. Okay. Fair enough. You know, let's go ahead. She may take some damage, but we're going to head back to the garrison anyways. After this, let's keep healing wisps. Ah, wonderful bleed. Oh, come on. Why must you make everything explosive? Okay. I don't really want to do anything with that. Not until Ida's had a chance to move out of the way. Let's see. What is the mastered? Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade that. Our bear will cause the explosion. No one is in the lane, so I can deal with that. Wretch. Bleed is in effect. And that's interesting because... Oh no, I did take the 2 damage. Okay. And only because I can't do anything else, we'll fully parry. Get the wolf going, and you can see that the wolf is added right after the bear, so the wolf's going to get to have a say on this. Deal 6 damage. Interestingly enough, that's exactly how much we needed. And so that was a bit harder. We got multiple levels. We got some armor. Great. Discard a card. Regain 3 HP. Expend. If you're familiar with my Grifflands videos, expend works the exact same way. It just kind of goes away for the battle. Okay, so he's telling us we need to go over here. We could stop by the garrison and heal. Let's go ahead and level up, though. We do want skill mastery with Ida. Skill mastery with Ida and with Bertram when Bertram's going for siege. Incredibly powerful. So we'll draw from our primal list. Gain 1 might for every 1 strength above 10. And a might deals damage. This is not bad at all. Wide swipe, bleed, move target, or move to target line, apply 3 vulnerable, and 1 bleed. I actually like the Beast Within. What's the mastery of it look like? Cost 0. And then we have 1 more. Upgrading a beast or a siege engine will give them 2 attacks every turn, which is just nice, and even that can be increased. Let's see. It would automatically upgrade it. I'm tempted to upgrade the Spirit Hawk. The Spirit Hawk of the 3 is the only one to lose expend. So if I did that, it loses expend and attacks twice, making it one of the more useful ones. But I'm actually going to go with Spirit Bear. And to emphasize that, we should have a feat point available. I am going to increase our strength. Now, supplies will come into effect later in the game after a lot of the tutorial stuff has been gone through. And ultimately, as we move from one plot to another, we will take up supplies which we can purchase at an inn. And then grit costs 0. I'm tempted to put this one onto someone else. Alphonse doesn't have much intelligence at all. Maybe I should go int with Ida. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get back over here. What does show of force do? Turns it into a 0 cost. What about this? I'm actually thinking, let's get another swordsmanship. Ooh, we have a rare. And you can tell, I mean, this is brown, this is common, this is silver, this is rare, and so this is more legendary style. Deal 10 damage, retain vulnerable on the target, and it's an opener. Although Flash Cut is also an opener, it deals 4 damage. It's dex based instead of strength based. Because this is strength based, I'm going to go with Blitz Slash. And then let's get our strength up, and you can see it has a direct increase. And can you have these unique camp abilities? Tempted to just gain int on him to gain int. But I'm going to go ahead and get +2 strength on him as well. Now for him, I like Sabotage. I really like Sabotage. So Alphonse. Do we want to go Assassin or Stat? Let's grab Assassin. Worst case scenario is we get skill exchange. Deal 12 damage if in stealth, which just means if in the back row. Effect of vulnerable is doubled, but it costs 3. Final applies the plan. Apply vulnerable equal to 130% of our critical. Or jump slash. I'm going to go ahead and get an exchange point. And then we'll look at this. Trigger if an enemy adjacent to lane triggered a trap. Perform a stealth attack. You know, that's actually really good. Hit all targets in adjacent lanes. Apply 4 vulnerable. Double trap, pick a cell, and then the next time you plant a trap, you plant 1 more on a random cell. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get that because I am planning on getting more Sabotage. Okay, we have gas traps. We have clone trap. Interesting. Every time you plant a trap, add another trap card of the same type into your discard pile. I am getting that. Kind of preparing Alphonse to be a trap master. And really it's going to take some time. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to learn that. So not very useful right now. But he will be. Let's go ahead and go directly to Bertram and see if we can't level that up. Okay. And then what stab does, every card I've played thus far. Should have played guard. Open up with that. And kill with that. Now, unfortunately, there's not a lot of room right now because of our double garrison. Alphonse and Bertram. This is somewhat of a rarity, but we're only going to have room for one beast until they destroy the front line. Okay. Deal with that. Discard a card. Very nice. Oof. What to do? What to do? Alright, we're going to have some issues depending on who they attack. Let's go ahead and summon our Spirit Hawk. It's not the most ideal, but at least it'll provide somewhat of a shield. Yes, please do destroy those barriers. Okay. Shift. And just because I have so much guard, we'll move up front. Can't summon the bear. That's a bit of a shame. Whoops. Let's go back, end our turn, and keep the bear in case they open this up. I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. Yep, and as I said with Alphonse, we're kind of building him up to be a trap master, even though there are no traps. Let's do that. That. And do we want to do 20? Yeah, let's go and do 24. Because I can. And retain the bear. Okay, we are almost done with this section. Definitely very much enjoying the team up. I'm excited for what's going to happen. As Alphonse continues his path, but unfortunately, I feel like maybe I've sabotaged him. Alright. And let's master Predator Dexterity. And continue to keep the bear. Just in case. Not gonna happen. But just in case. Ooh, we're actually gonna have to move up with him. And that'll be it. Okay, Lucius gets a level. Sustaining strike. It's not bad. Well, but let's go ahead and equip it. Alright. Let's grab another swordsman. We're really going to play around with vulnerable if we keep this up. Am I okay with that? I'm going to go with efficient swordplay. It does work out well. We do have some finishers. We'll likely get more. And that's our next set of events. We're going to continue on. We're going to find some more townspeople. But that's going to have to wait for our next episode. If you want to see that episode, let me know down below. Or make sure you subscribe so that when we do come out with more, you're the first to see them. And don't forget to hit that bell notification. Make sure those notifications are coming through. I am Nidanoski, and as always, have fun.